Welcome to Sharp Knife Shop's Versus series, the YouTube series where I, Gage, take two styles of Japanese knives and compare them against each other in the hopes that it will help you decide which knife is best for you. In today's video, we are comparing the Nakiri to the Bunka, and we will be using the following 5 criteria to determine who is the winner. First, we'll be looking at the up and down chopping motion. Second, the rock chopping motion. Third, slicing. Fourth, tip work. And finally, as our 5th category, the coolness factor. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first category, of course, is the rock chopping motion. And for this category, we have to give the edge to the Bunka. This is because of the gradual curve that you'll notice on the Bunka from the heel all the way up to the tip. This natural curve or profile of the knife is going to allow you to use that rocking chop motion more comfortably than with a Nakiri. A Nakiri has a very flat profile to it, so it can be a little bit difficult to use that rock chopping motion because you don't really have a lot of room to rock up like this. So there you have it. First category goes to the Bunka. Pew, pew, pew. The second category is going to be the up and down chopping motion, and we are going to throw a curveball at you guys and do a Sharp Knife Shop versus first and give 2 points to the Nakiri on the up and down chopping motion. Now this is because the Nakiri is, I'll kind of ruin the rest of the video, going to lose a lot of the other categories because this is a very, very task-specific knife. It is unreal at up and down chopping. It is so much fun to use. You can fly through onions, bell peppers, cucumbers super easily and super quickly because you've got that nice tall blade, which is going to give you a lot of travel for your guide finger, making it feel less like you're going to shave a piece of your finger off. It's also got that really nice, or I should say not curvy profile to it, so that when you are using that up and down chopping motion, not all, but almost all of the edge is contacting the board. Now again, the Bunka can certainly be used in an up and down chopping motion, and it too has a generally pretty flat profile to it, but it's hard to argue that the Nakiri is not the superior up and down chopping knife. So 2 points to the Nakiri on the up and down chopping motion. The third category we're going to talk about is tip work, and for this category we have to give the edge to the Bunka. And now this is largely due to the K-tip or reverse tanto tip that you'll see on a Bunka, and a lot to do with the very flat profile and lack of tip on the Nakiri. It's very hard to do tip work with a knife that does not have a tip. So the edge for tip work goes to the Bunka. The fourth category we're talking about is slicing, and for this category we have to give the edge to the Bunka once again, and that has a lot to do again with the tip on the knife or the lack of tip on the Nakiri, and that gradual curve to the blade on the Bunka. This is going to allow you to make relatively long drawing strokes as you come through an ingredient, and that natural curve is also going to help you get through ingredients a little bit easier as well. This Nakiri is certainly not going to explode if you try to slice something with it. You can still use it to slice steaks and chicken breasts and anything really, but it's going to be a little bit difficult to use that drawing motion as you're slicing through something because you don't have a tip to get yourself down on the board. And what I think you'll end up seeing a lot is as you come through your slice, you're not quite getting the whole slice off. It's going to be kind of connected right at that little last bit there. So while you certainly can still slice with this guy, definitely not as easily as with a Bunka. So the edge for slicing to the Bunka. The last category we're talking about is coolness factor. If you've watched any of our other Versus series videos, you'll know that we always get this one wrong, and today will be no different. So today's video, we're giving the coolness factor to the Nakiri. We've chosen the Nakiri for this because we find that most people that come into the shop looking for their sort of like second or third knife, I would say, are looking for something kind of cool. They probably already have like a Gyuto and a Petty, or maybe they are coming in for their first knife. And the Nakiri is just really cool looking. I think for Jake and I, we've been around them for so long that they've maybe lost a little bit of their luster. But I certainly felt this way when I was first getting into Japanese knives. I thought the Nakiri was like super cool looking. It's like a cleaver, but it's not a cleaver. It's not like anything you've probably ever seen if you're new to the Japanese world. And though I could say a lot of the same things for the Bunka, it is pretty like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like recognizable, I guess. Like it's a knife shape that maybe is a little bit different because of the shape of the tip here, but it's very similar to a Santoku, which a lot of people are familiar with. So Based on all of that, the Nakiri gets the Coolness Factor. So there you have it, guys. Our comparison of the Bunka versus the Nakiri. The final tally was 3-3. The Nakiri really heavily depending on that up and down chopping motion for those 2 points. Tell us down low why you think we're wrong about giving 2 points to the Nakiri on this one. Leave some comments down below based on your personal preference or maybe some comparison points that you want to make between these two knives. We would love to hear from you. If you liked this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel for more knife related content, and until the next one, stay sharp.